Hey all, so if you're looking for little known river trails near me in Tipp City, I have got a secret gem to share with you today. I was going to save this for another video about parks in the area, but I just couldn't wait. Hi, my name is Lydia Rowe, a realtor here in Tipp City, and I like sharing content that's helpful to anyone in the area or anyone thinking about buying or selling a home in Tipp City, as that's my specialty. But today, I have a treasure to share. I love river trails. Not only do I love hiking, but if I can hike by a river or a creek, all the better. And if you're watching this video, maybe that's you too. So I thought I knew all of the great river trails around me, but I was wrong. My husband and I went for a little walk the other day and discovered a pretty new trail. I'd seen it before, but I had no idea it was so amazing. Now, before I take you to this new one, let me show you my two previous go-to favorites real quick on the map. And then I will reveal my latest find. Now you have to promise to keep this one a secret so it doesn't get too crowded, okay? Okay, so my first go-to is Charleston Falls Preserve. Miles of trails in the woods, a waterfall, a pond, a prairie, and paths with names like Locust Grove and the Thorny Badlands. It's one of the Miami County parks and I love it. Lots of great memories of going there when I was a kid too. This is the most public and well-known of the three I'm going to highlight today. Wide paths, some paved, some gravel, some dirt, lots of kids and dog walking here too. Next up on my favorites is Taylorsville Metropark in Vandalia. There are lots of paths to choose from here, but my favorite is this one, Taylorsville Metropark East Parking. This is one of the 5 rivers Metroparks and it's gorgeous. You walk down these winding trails through the woods, lots of hills, and it goes all the way down to the river and then back up again. Feels a bit like Hocking Hills. There's also a picnic shelter you can rent, and it just feels less known than other trails. It's not usually as crowded. So as far as trails in Tipp City, I often will just jump on the bike trail. It's called the Great Miami Recreational Trail at Kyle Park or the Tipp Aquatic Center or Canal Lock Park. It's great if you want paved and also a mixture of open and woods. So this is how we discovered the new river trail. My husband and I went to the bike trail last week to get in a quick walk, and it turns out to also get rained on as well. That's a whole other story because I was wearing a wool jacket, and on the way home, our car seriously smelled like wet sheep. So we started near the roller mill at Canal Lock Park and started walking north toward the Tipp City Park and Aquatic Center. And now I had walked by this path many times before, and I'd seen some folks working on some garden paths or something off of the path, but I'd never checked it out. And this time we saw an official trail or park sign. Maybe it's been there a long time, but I hadn't noticed it before. And it is called, are you ready for the big reveal? The Roger Presley Trail and Garden. So we decided to check it out, and I am so glad we did. I'll roll some video footage of the trail in a minute, so don't leave until you see it. It is gorgeous. Now, I thought it was just going to be a few little paths along the creek and gardens, but it kept going until it joined the Great Miami River, turned right, and went for over a mile right next to the river. It was absolutely beautiful, and we're in the dead of winter right now, so I can only imagine how gorgeous it's going to be in the spring and the fall. There are a few benches along the way if you want to just sit and relax and enjoy the sound of the river. This path connects also with the Freeman Prairie off of 571, and you can get to it that way as well. A few tips if you decide to check it out. First, we recommended it to some friends yesterday after a rain, and her white tennies got pretty dirty. It's not paved, so wear shoes that are okay to get a bit muddy if the ground is wet or soft. Second, the trail does get narrow and is right next to some pretty decent drops right next to the river. So if you bring your kiddos here, make sure that they hold your hand and don't run ahead. I don't know that I would have wanted to take my littles on this one. There are some great little nooks for a picnic or a rest along the way too. It is just beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Roger Presley, for your hard work and generosity on sharing this trail with the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, or better yet, leave me a comment and let me know. And as always, if you have any questions about moving to the area or buying or selling a home in or around Tipp City, please don't hesitate to reach out. I just love helping people just like you. Happy hiking!